talk about regional treasury center concept in Mauritius, it's all about Africa. So let me ask you a question. Is Africa a continent or a country?
The last I checked, it was a continent. Yeah.
Yeah, so it got 54 countries. You're talking about more than 1 billion people and a 2 trillion economy and diverse economies with complex regulatory environments. So this is where the opportunity comes in. This is where Mauritius becomes a platform and become the preferred IFC to access Africa. Let's go back. If you look at Europe, when Europe was booming long time ago, London became the IFC. If you go to Asia, similarly, when India was picking up, the other Asian economies were picking up, Singapore became the IFC or the RTC hub for Asia. Similarly, when China was picking up, Hong Kong picked up as an RTC location. Now, today we are talking about this happening continent growing at 5%, and every top corporate in the world, wants to be a part of the Africa story. So they need they need an access point, a platform to access this happening continent. So this is where Mauritius plays a significant role.
Bingumal,
so number of corporates. Yeah, I mean, number of corporates setting up offices and setting up treasury activities in Mauritius today and accessing Africa.
Bingumal, those who are sitting in South Africa might choose to pick an argument with you and say, well, Mauritius is not on the continent. Isn't South Africa better positioned to serve as an RTC for the continent? How do you respond to that? And more importantly, what is it that Mauritius has to offer that other African countries don't have that makes it the most ideal location for an RTC?
Yeah, so I mean, let me begin. It's not a matter of size, right? Look at the countries like Singapore and Hong Kong. They're not large countries. I mean, if you look at Singapore 20 years ago, this is exactly where Mauritius is today. So if I sum up, where Mauritius is as an international financial center, number one, it has a very strong regulatory framework. It is consistent and transparent. Now, the second one is the country got a very strong regulatory, legal framework. We follow the English law, and the ultimate decision maker is the Privy Council of London. The third element is we are completely free for exchange control and capital repatriation. So these 3-4 things, and then also it's number one in Africa for ease of doing business. 19th in the world for ease of doing business. The last one is we are part of COMESA and SADC, and we are the only IFC who is part of COMESA and SADC.
Bingumal, let's perhaps talk about the type of clients or corporate clients in particular that are likely to make the optimal use of this positioning, and in particular whether Standard Chartered is playing a role in ensuring that those clients find their ways to the RTCs.
So, I mean, there are multiple, there are 3 types of clients who are looking Mauritius as RTC hub. One is the African corporates who are going into the Pan-African operations. I think this is the biggest area. These clients are more and more looking at Mauritius as RTC location. Then you have the Chinese and the Indian corporates who are looking at Mauritius as a platform. Also, you have the global corporates or the multinationals who have started picking up Mauritius. They have small shops here at the moment. They've started treasuries, very limited treasury activities. So we as a bank, what we do is we are connecting the dots. We've been in these markets for 150 years. We connect India, China with Africa, Europe with Africa, and Africa with Africa.